The Eagles make some big defensive signings today that could potentially put the defense into the next tier. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Joshy P. Welcome to the video. Today I'm talking about the defensive signings that the Eagles made in the opening of free agency. You can go ahead and click the links in the description, see about the trades they made and moves that they made on the offensive side of the ball. Now we're talking about 3 players that we signed today that could potentially, like I said, put this team into the next bracket. 2 former Bills, and a former Ram. Let's talk about the biggest one that they signed today. Rodney Mcleod to a 5-year deal, I believe. And Rodney Mcleod this dude is good. He's quite good. I'm looking for the numbers here. Apparently they're paying him like a top 10 safety, which he is graded as a top 10 safety by Pro Football Focus. I can't find his exact numbers, but I believe it's 5 years and 5 years, $27 million, $37 million over 5 years. Sorry, $17 million guaranteed. He also, like Brandon Brooks, has a very, very, very low cap number this year, which is yet again amazing by how we able to keep the players underneath the cap because we didn't have a lot to work with, and these guys are getting signed to multi-year deals worth quite a bit of money, and we're able to keep, we're able to stay under the cap restrictions. So Mcleod will be starting next to Malcolm Jenkins. Mcleod will probably be a free safety, and Jenkins will probably play strong safety because he's more of a thumper. Now, Mcleod, don't get me wrong, this dude hits. He hits. He had a hit on Emmanuel Sanders. Go look it up. This dude just demolished him. Came in, should have been probably a clean hit. It was a little bit questionable, but the fact that he's there and he's not afraid to put himself on the line for the good of the team. This dude is a thumper. He's a hitter, man. Let me tell you what, and his coverage is pretty good too. Now another signing that we made today, another cornerback who will probably be competing for the outside spot with Leodis McKelvin, another former Bill, Ron Brooks. Now, I don't know too much about Ron Brooks. I do know that he's a very good special teamer, led the Bills in special teams tackles in 2014, I believe, came in 3rd in 2015, and he's a decent cornerback, another hard hitter. I saw him put some hits on some guys, looked him up on YouTube. The dude can hit, that's for sure. Now, can he play cornerback? I don't know. Like I said, he'll probably be competing with Eric Rowe and Leodis McKelvin for the outside spots. And hopefully, we'll see what happens. Jim Schwartz, and I just want to make this, before I talk about the next guy, I make this little statement here. Jim Schwartz must have had a big hand in these defensive signings because a lot of his former players, like Ron Brooks, Nigel Bradham, who I'm about to talk about, and who else? Leodis McKelvin. 3 former Schwartz guys, and I don't think they're done. If they can go and get Tahir Whitehead, that would be huge. That would be huge. That would have another depth rotational guy at middle linebacker because they don't have anybody there besides Bradham, Hicks, and Kendricks. Also have Najee Good, but I mean, he's more of a special teamer. If they can go out and get Tahir Whitehead, another former Schwartz guy, that would be awesome. Now we're talking about the next guy, Nigel Bradham. Like I said, a former Schwartz guy. And these guys, might I say, had their best years under Schwartz. Ron Brooks had his best year. Leodis McKelvin had his best year. Nigel Bradham had his best year. Tahir Whitehead had his best year. He's interested, apparently. The Eagles are apparently interested in Tahir Whitehead, but I haven't heard anything beyond that. Nigel Bradham's deal, I don't believe has... I don't believe the numbers have been announced yet. Let me quick double check. But I'm pretty sure they're not. Yeah, they are not announced yet. But Nigel Bradham, an outside linebacker, very good, very hard hitting. I mean, this dude can play some football, and apparently he can cover too pretty decently. So they're making some big moves on defense, filling holes that they made with trading Kiko Alonso and Byron Maxwell. They've already signed 2 cornerbacks, 2 underrated guys, 2 under the radar signings for not very high money. But they could potentially be coming up big here for us, and as well filling the hole with Kiko Alonso with Nigel Bradham, and filling a hole at safety with Rodney Mcleod. And they also have Jerome Copeland to back him and Jenkins up, as well as Ed Reynolds, possibly Jalen Watkins. Now they have much more. They have many more options at number 8 in the draft. If they decide to go defense, they could go defensive line, which they really don't need to. There's a lot of depth there. Well, not necessarily interior defensive line. There is on the edge. And at the interior, it's pretty much just Fletcher Cox and Benny Logan, maybe Brandon Bear, maybe Taylor Hart, but they're more suited for defensive end play, and they're not bringing back Sed Thornton, so there's not a lot of depth on the inside. There is at the defensive end, and now we could draft more depth at linebacker. Really don't need a guy in the secondary. You could, but you really don't need it now. Like I said, it gives them a lot more. They can pretty much go best player available if they decide to go defense at number 8. Most likely we'll go offense, though. I think they'll go with a tackle, maybe a running back in Ezekiel Elliott. I'm not sure. Possibly even a wide receiver. They could go Doxson. They could go Treadwell. They have a lot of options at number 8 now. That's pretty good. All right, so there was the defensive signings for you guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tell me what you think on Twitter. Go follow me. I'm close to 800 followers. And if you want to see the other 2 videos I uploaded tonight, go check them out. They are also in the link in the description below. That is all I have for you guys today. My name is Josh. Excuse me, I'm getting the hiccups here. My name is Josh. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.